Mike and I are stopping at the Australian Motorcycle Museum. See what this has though. Yeah, all right.
Do you want to go through? $15 each.
Yeah. You think, Cub?
Yep.
So we're inside the Motorcycle Museum. It's pretty interesting. There's a bunch of old antique stuff in here also. Like some of these cars. Some of these are like that. Worth a lot of money. And then some of these old motorcycles here. Old Honda. Or something. 77. Not sure what's going on with the China stuff down here. It's supposed to be a motorcycle museum, but wow, this is huge.
After she drove her car into a lake in Victoria. Say Victorian court issued the Sudanese refugee a lower sentence after she appealed the guilty verdict. Today's
Looking around.
right to homes.
these old cars are awesome. Definitely want that purple car with the suicide doors. Loves those suicide doors on the cars. And some of these old bikes from all over the world. Pretty awesome. There's a lot of stuff in here. A lot more than it looks like outside. Where are we heading to today, Mike?
G'day, Mike. Good morning,
G'day.
mate. How are you?
Good morning, mate. I'm
good. Good to see you, mate.
Haven't done this for a few days.
We're heading for Ballina today, and it's going to be a 6-hour run.
With construction.
It's only about 450k, but due to the amount of roadworks that are going on, it's about 100k at 80k an hour, which will slow us down. But we'll get there.
Yeah.
A couple of nice spots along the way. You'll see some marvellous engineering, new bridges going in and all that sort of thing.
Nice.
It'll be gorgeous.
Be gorgeous, mate.
Gorgeous, mate.
And yesterday we went to the motorcycle museum, which you guys saw already. At least more than likely you will. And that was pretty cool.
That was awesome, mate.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
It was a pleasant surprise. When we first walked in, I thought I didn't know what to expect. But then after we were in there for a while, it was just massive. It was a lot bigger than what I thought it was. And cool old cars and all that stuff you guys saw. So it was pretty amazing. So it was a nice little surprise. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But, a few dedications to Australian Formula One motorbike winners over the years, and it was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Very surprising.
So we got a couple days left till we get back to Bribey.
We've got one
more day.
Tonight we stop at Ballina on the water, on the sea, and from there we go to Bribey.
And then we'll be back to Bribey
by
tomorrow.
Brisbane City.
Nice.
Sunday we have a big cook-up. Unfortunately, we were unable to get any mud crabs, my friend,
Yes, I know.
due to the lack of rain and wrong time of year. We can get them, but there's not much meat in them, so
Nah.
we're making an alternative. We'll probably get king prawns or something like that.
Or
What do you call them? Not prawns, you don't call them
Call
prawns,
them
do you? What do you call them?
shrimp.
Shrimps.
Shrimp.
Shrimp sounds like a...
Like a shrimp.
No, like a little bloody...
Well, we have jumbo shrimp, which would be like your,
Okay,
which would be like your prawns.
No, you haven't
Their
seen-
prawns are like small lobsters, by the way.
Yeah, king prawns are awesome.
Yeah.
Enormous they are, yeah.
Macca's.
Macca's, we're not going to Macca's.
No Macca's. That's
No
what they call
Mac- no
McDonald's here, by the way. They
Macca's.
call it Macca's. Macca's.
Yeah, right now we're looking for a fuel servo.
It's a servo station for
top up for
petrol.
the day, so we've got enough to get us to our destination.
Get some coffee,
Yeah,
maybe a pie.
and coffee and pie. Oh, no
Yeah.
pies, mate.
No pies.
I've yet to start my salad.
Mike's
my
leaving.
salad diet, but seems to be falling by the way a few times.
Yeah, Turtle here is going to do the Camino again in about a week or two.
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks,
2
yeah.
weeks. We head off on
So
another 800k walk.
and
Wow, looking forward to it too.
yeah, that'll be awesome.
Unbelievable.
Be looking forward to seeing the posts. And then I will be heading to another destination after this that I will let you guys know about later. All right, guys, we found a servo. So Mike and I just stopped off in this little town, and I just took off for a walk because he's trying to coordinate something with Annette and getting a book or something in this town, this secondhand bookstore. And so I just took off and went for a walk, and I found this beautiful river, lake, whatever, that it's just a beautiful little spot. So I just came down here. I'm just kind of walking around down here, and there's houses that line this part over here, which over this way is where the town is. And it's a cool little town. It's amazing that a lot of the small little towns that are in Australia here that I've been through so far remind me of old towns in the States. It's pretty ironic. Just, you know, they have the square in the center, the circle, all the old style shops and post offices and things like that. It just reminds me a lot of the States here, especially with those small little towns and things. But yeah, this little waterfront area is beautiful. So we're on the last little stretch we have tonight that we're staying somewhere. I can't remember where. And then we are taking off tomorrow back to Bribie Island. And that will be the end of the over 3,000 kilometer trip that Mike has taken me on by car. So it has been an amazing trip. And I'll be back in Bribie for maybe a week or so, and I have to book my flight to leave Australia so I can make my way back to Florida. So it has been an amazing ride, unbelievable ride, starting in London on March 14th and making my way. It's been amazing. So we're in this town that we stopped in Australia called Maclean. And it's a Scottish town in Australia, and it has all of the clan tartans on all of the poles, like this one. It says Mackay. And so I'm on a mission to try and find Wallace, because Wallace is my mother's maiden name, and as most of you know, we are related to William Wallace. And so I think they're in alphabetical order. So let's see if we can find. The mission has succeeded. I have found Wallace. Wallace.
You get the wasabi.
Now, why didn't they just go over the mountain? It would have been less expensive.
Walk down the road. Down the center of it.
Yeah. Which way are we going? This way? So Mike and I are in the last leg of the day of the trip, and we are in Brisbane, Australia. and we are walking by this mall. It's like a big outdoor mall and indoor mall. Now we're walking over towards a, looks like some sort of food festival. They might have some rides over here and a few other things. So let's go see what they have over here. Here's some of, and the cab just drives right down the sidewalk, I thought. Anyway, downtown Brisbane. Of course, Mike and I find the Irish pub in Brisbane. Irish, 100,000 welcomes. And a pint of Kilkenny. So Mike and I have just finished over 3,000 kilometers, right, Mike?
G'day, mate.
G'day, mate.
G'day, Irish.
Over.
Turtle.
Turtle? Turtle brother?
Yeah, we've done approximately, right to this point, around about 3,200 kilometres.
3,200 kilometers, if you didn't hear him.
Equates to around about 2,000 miles.
About 2,000 miles we drove. Well, he drove.
Yeah.
I rode.
And do I look exhausted? Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
exhausted.
What an
Through
amazing
snow
time.
and slush and-
We saw so many different landscapes and kangaroos and wallabies and what's the other one? Wombats.
Wombats.
And we fit many Irish pubs.
Many. This is Gulhooly's.
This
This
is-
is Albert Street in the middle of Brisbane.
Yes, in Brisbane. Gouhouli's.
And you can hear, if you can hear, my song.
Uh-oh.
They're playing it now.
It's his song. I don't know if you can hear it.
Irish lad that was deported to Australia.
It's about an Irish lad that was deported to Australia.
Got me back, actually.
And that's the song.
Take it over, mate.
I don't know if we'll be able to
Just
hear
pick
it.
up a bit of it.
I don't know if we'll be able to hear it. I have no idea where it's playing. Oh, here we go.
Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing.
I don't know if you can hear it. It's up there on that speaker. It's Mike's favorite song.
Yeah, Irish to me.
Yeah, his favorite Irish song.
I'm a country western man by heart, but Irish,
Yes.
I love this song.
Better love Irish music.
Thank you all for your Irish.
Yes,
Irishmen
Irishmen and women,
green people anyway.
green people, all the leprechauns.
Yeah.
Me being part Irish and being in Ireland on this trip was amazing.
Wow,
So I've been in a fair amount of Irish pubs. So, but anyway, thanks Mike so much for the trip around Australia.
You're more than welcome, my friend.
We're heading back to Bribey Island now, and I'll be flying out next week to Honolulu, Hawaii, and hopefully get a little.
Before, I was so rudely interrupted.
Yeah, before the recording
Like,
stopped.
space on my friggin' bloody-
Anyway, Mike, thank you so much for the trip
You're welcome. my
around
friend.
Australia. It's been
Well,
awesome, minus the 4 or 5 days I had the flu.
Well, I put up with it.
Yeah, you did.
I think,
Me
I had
crying.
I had the gun under the pillow.
Like a baby. But it was an amazing ride. It was an amazing trip, and I really appreciate it. And so, yeah, I'm off to Honolulu, Hawaii next Wednesday on the last leg of the journey around the world with Backpacker Mike.
That has transcend the 5 or 6 months? How many months?
Yeah,
is it?
6. It'll be 6 months, just about 6 months by the time it's over.
Wow, that's some time away.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, but well worth it.
I
And
bet there's a few missing you.
yeah, it probably is. Just a few.
There might
So-
be some not. Sorry.
But yeah, I got the fishing trip that I do with my dad every year coming up too soon, and so that will be fun. It'll be nice to get back to do that. And so yeah, and as most of you know or may remember, on my blogs and my website and all of that stuff, everything sort of culminated when I was with my dad and he was watching the commercial Visit Australia. And so making it to Australia has been a very personal sort of journey for me as well, that I've kept a lot of emotion inside as we go along, because making it here for me and my father. So it's been amazing. And Mike's taken a couple pictures of him and I with a picture of me on my phone whenever it came out. And so it's been amazing. Yeah, there's one of the pictures right there with me and Dad.
With the opera house in the background.
Yeah, with the opera house in the background.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what I said on my blog, that I told my father that I was going to make it to Australia and take a picture of him, me holding a picture of him, and say, "Dad, we made it." So, Dad, we made it. I know you'll probably watch this video when we're in Tennessee, but we made it, and it's been a beautiful journey. So, from Brisbane, Australia, signing out, Backpacker Mike, and my turtle bro Mike.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.